It's the closed season in the Faroe Islands, but that doesn't mean the football has stopped everywhere else. And can you believe it, it's World Cup qualifying time already. Have we really only had 3 international breaks since the end of the Euros? Gosh, it flies by, doesn't it? Anyway, let's take a preview of who stands in our way of a Faroese tour of North America in 2026. There are 6 groups of 4 and 6 groups of 5 because mathematically it is impossible for 54 teams to fit neatly into 9 groups of 6. So who is braving the landing at Vua to take on the Faroe Islands on the road to America? First of all, Gibraltar. The Faroe Islands have played Gibraltar 3 times, all in friendlies. This will be our first competitive meeting. Despite their low ranking, Gibraltar's record at the Faroe Islands is surprisingly even. 1 draw, the most recent match, a 0-0 in 2022, 1 win for the Faroe Islands, a 4-1 win in 2014, and 1 win for Gibraltar, a 3-0 win in 2011, but as this was before they were a recognised UEFA member, this is technically an unofficial match. So technically, Faroe Islands are unbeaten against Gibraltar if you don't count the match that doesn't count. Ah, loopholes. We then have Montenegro, where we also have a technically unbeaten record, but that's because we've never played them. We played Yugoslavia 6 times before it broke up, losing each game with an aggregate score of 30-1. Yugoslavia's 7-0 win was only the Faroe Islands' 4th ever official game. We've come a long way since then. A bit of an unknown in the form of Montenegro then. No unknowns against the Czech Republic. Before 2022 we hadn't played the Czech Republic since 1999, and now we seem to be heading there all the time. These matches will be the 4th and 5th head-to-head between the two sides in just 3 years. Our record against the Czechs is diabolical, with 7 defeats out of 7, and we've not yet scored a goal against them. And we didn't score against them when we twice played them when they were still Czechoslovakia. So even just a goal against the Czechs would thrust the Faroe Islands into a new historical era. In fairness, when we lined up against them in Pilsen last October, they only won 1-0, so we can definitely give them a game. The final opposition will be whoever loses the Nations League quarter-final match between Croatia and France in March. Our record against France reads similar to the Czechs, played 6, lost 6, scored 0, conceded 22. But we haven't played France since 2009. They might not be as good now, I've not really followed them that closely. Croatia though, we've never played. Again, you have to go back to those Yugoslavian thrashings, which we're not going to do, but if France win that Nations League tie, then we'll have 2 brand new opponents in the competition, plus 1 competitive debut. Gibraltar is the most likely source of 3 points if you ask me, but it's the World Cup qualifying where nothing is really taken for granted. All we can ask of the team is they do what they always do. Just do your best and be proud to put on the shirt. It all starts in March, so good luck to the lads, and we'll talk about it more then. Tack for watching.